Hello Gemini, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your November 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of November, and this reading is for the air sign of Gemini. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and watch these videos and making yourself part of the blessing it is for me to be able to create them. For those of you who like, share, and subscribe, my gratitude to you as well. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This video is for you, cross-watchers. If you're cross-watching for a Gemini, this video is also relevant and important. It is a general reading. It might resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. If you know any or all of your other signs, your sign placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, it's a good idea to watch those videos as well for additional perspective or additional insight into your own personal situation. If you find that something really does hit home and you'd like to take a deeper look at it and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, we are starting to head into the holiday season and they do make great gifts. If you're interested in that or you simply resonate with a reading style, you can email me for more information and scheduling at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also click on the description of this video to see that contact information as well. Click on that word more and you'll see that there. I would love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you quickly the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do readings that cover all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I've put a little something in there for everyone. And I'm quite diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings as well. As I do this full time, this is all that I do. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what the second half of November looks like for you. And a happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate it. For those of you who want to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with justice, things being equitable, fair, even, transparency, morality, ethics. It's the reap what you sow card, the rule of law, doing what's right and fair. With the Eight of Wands, justice coming in swiftly, communication, projects, travel even for some of you. It speaks of the swift and powerful movement of something because that's what's right, that's what's fair. It may be something you've earned. Well, it is typically something we've earned one way or the other, good, bad, or indifferent. Next, we have the Three of Cups. Celebrations, friendships, your tribe, your kindred spirits, positive social connections in your community. It's about the social connections with people that we care about, that care about us, a card of celebration and community, those emotional connections with the Ace of Cups. So this is the beginning of a path of emotional opening and emotional awareness and emotional abundance. For some of you, it might be new love and romance. That may be what you're celebrating. It might be that friends or community is where you come across this new love and romance for some of you. Others, this is also a message to not forget the importance of the emotional connections of the people that we love, especially when we need love, support, and encouragement. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. So tens in the tarot represent a cycle conclusion or a cycle coming full circle. So the Ten of Wands represents being at the end or, something coming to an end that perhaps has come to be a heavy burden because it's a card of feeling like, I can't do this anymore. I can't carry this anymore. This needs to end. I need to get rid of this burden. It may be that some of you might be feeling, a bit overwhelmed and burdened. With the King of Cups. Now this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, but it's a general reading, so I don't get hung up on genders. It could be female as well. For some of you, this might be a specific person that is somehow important or influential here. It might be that with this person or somehow around this person, you feel like it might be a partnership or relationship that has just grown too wearisome for you. It might be that you've been giving too much, not getting enough back. others of you for whom this might not be a romantic thing, because what I do see here stressed is the importance of the relationships and connections we have with other people, be they family, friendship, romantic, and not to forget the importance of those connections. And also with the Ten of Wands and the King of Cups, the importance of staying emotionally balanced, and not to forget to reach out to those people around you who do care about you. For those of you that might be feeling, overwhelmed or overburdened. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the second half of November, Gemini, is the Three of Wands, which is really great because this is a card of growth and expansion. It represents that that you've done some of the footwork, you've laid the groundwork. Perhaps you've been working hard to manifest, mentally, emotionally, physically as well, to make something happen. You can see that the three wands, the two wands and the one that this person is holding represents the work and effort that have already gone into something, right? And you can see that the wands are starting to have vines and leaves on them. They're starting to not exactly bear fruit, but there's new growth, right? And so that makes you feel much more hopeful, positive, and optimistic about the future. You feel like things are getting better and expanding, and growth is available here moving forward. So with that being the focus, it's quite a positive reading, Gemini. The only fly in the ointment, so to speak, is this Ten of Wands. And I feel like for some of you it may have to do with a relationship of some kind or partnership of some kind. Could be a friend, a romantic partner. Let's peel it back a little bit. Let's take a look at that Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands with the Two of Wands. So there was a decision that was made here to move forward on a new path that was much more exciting for you. Because the Ace of Wands, aces represent the number one, like this Ace of Cups here. So it represents the start of something, the opportunity to start a new path. And the Ace of Fire holds passion, desire, creativity, inspiration, enthusiasm, excitement. It feels like you made a decision to move down on a new path, and you're starting to see that actually pay off. Others of you, this may not have happened yet, but there is a decision coming in or a new opportunity coming in that you need to make a decision on. With Justice and the Eight of Wands here, it feels like you've earned this in some sense. Let's clarify that. Justice with the Eight of Wands. The Star, the Hierophant, Temperance. The Hierophant represents the norm, the tradition, the traditional paths, the tried and true paths. It can represent that large umbrella that can be institutional energy like government policies, agencies, institutions, hospitals, universities, that sort of thing. It might be for some of you if there's been like some kind of legal issues, those issues are being resolved in a very positive way and a very quick way. Might even be sudden for some of you. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. And Temperance, which is about balance and healing, learning how to shift and adjust, adapt and adjust, but at the same time staying grounded and keeping your center. Whatever this is coming in for you, it's a way of creating balance, because what I'm getting here with Justice and the Hierophant and Temperance, this is very solid, very balanced energy, meant to bring in a kind of a healing and a balance in your life where perhaps there wasn't any before, or there was a lot of issues around this subject before. I feel like there's good news associated with this as well, positive messages coming in. Also positive connections. Let's take a look at that Three of Cups and Ace of Cups. The King of Swords, the King of Cups again, and the Five of Wands. Conflict and competition about or in between these two people. One of them might have been you. The King of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It may have been within your friendship circle, group, or community. For some of you, this King of Cups may represent someone either new that's coming in your life in a more emotional or even romantic way. It may be that they're coming to you through friends or through community connections in some way. But I can see conflict about this person or around this person. And it doesn't mean that this person is bad. It might be perhaps there might be some issues around you moving forward with this person. Some of you, it may have been that you've been in conflict with this person, but that conflict is getting resolved in some way. Let's take a look at this Ten of Wands and King of Cups. We have the Fool, brand new beginnings, a whole new chapter actually, because the Fool is the very first major arcana card in the tarot. This speaks of, going off in a completely different direction, doing something new, doing something in a way you've never done before. So getting out of your comfort zone and taking a risk. It's the very first major arcana card. So a whole new chapter, a whole new cycle is starting for you, because it's quite clear you can't continue with the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands means, nope, that's it. I can't take this anymore. I can't hold up under this burden anymore. And I'm moving off in a new direction. The Six of Swords is a card of healing, of slowly but surely putting the worst behind you, moving into a better place. Smoother, calmer, more peaceful, placid waters, right? It's transitional. You're not quite to the other shore again and on solid ground, but you're definitely headed in the right direction. So as it's a general reading, the source of the conflict or competitive energy here can be a variety of different things. But it feels like Spirit's finger is kind of on this in bringing a kind of a balance and healing, where perhaps there'd been, some imbalance or chaos within a personal relationship, or even a personal relationship within your friendship circle or your community of some kind. Some of you, it might be there might be a romantic thing in there. There may be some competitive energy between you and two other people. It may be that starting something new with someone would potentially bring a certain amount of conflict in your life, and so that would have to be sorted out as well. But whatever it is coming in, this new opportunity, it feels very much like Spirit wants you to make the decision to move forward in a new way, even if that tests you, even if that challenges you in terms of getting out of your comfort zone, because it's meant to bring healing and balance to you. So let's end with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. We have the Ten of Wands again. So it is a card of, you know, letting go of something which has become or turned into a burden for you. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. Both of these cards speak to not just social celebratory energy, but the importance of the emotional connections that we have with other people and the need to start new again, a practical new beginning. For some of you, it might be moving and relocating as well to a place that, a place that you feel more in alignment with. But again, for those of you who have been going through something that you have felt inherently isn't fair, that's being all worked out during this time period by Spirit. There's also a suggestion here for some of you to not forget, again, this importance of emotional connection with other people. If you're feeling overwhelmed or feeling, like the weight of the world is on your shoulders during this time period, although the focus overall is quite positive, reach out to the people that care about you. It does look like there's lots of support around you. And also to make decisions that are in alignment with what you want and what you want to accomplish in life. Make sure that you surround yourself with people that support that support you, and that don't tear you down. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. Those are your messages for the second half of November 2024. For those of you for whom it hit home and resonated, I hope it was helpful, gave you some food for thought, or validated what you're already thinking and feeling. If it did hit home and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper dive on it, either for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking the description of this video, hitting that word more, and you'll see that there as well. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay safe and well. And for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.